Let's see if we can go ahead once again. Okay, so quick little message, guys. I have a video on my live. I have a video on my page where a young lady or an older lady is telling you guys that there are a lot of people that are not spiritual. There's a lot of people that's negative in nature, their energy, and that they basically seek to either steal energy from you or set you up to be pulled off track. Okay. Uh, I want to just speak on the need for silence and privacy in spirituality. Okay. A lot of our ancestors were not able to do spiritual practices out in the open, but a lot of them did not do it for a reason. Okay. So a lot of them were uh, quiet and silent because they were afraid. And then also, as time went on, when they began to grow in root work and spiritual things and spiritual nature, then they began to be quiet so that they can manifest a certain way. Okay. So the reason why I've posted a couple times and that I've seen other people post that you need to be quiet, shut up, don't post your work and stuff like that. Don't post everything that you do on social media and stuff like that is because number one, this stuff is recorded. Number two, this stuff is recorded. And also, it is definitely a place where negative energy goes to prey on people who have positive energy, who are powerful, and things like that. So she was telling everybody to stop putting stuff on, stop letting everybody know what you're doing, letting your left hand know what your right hand is doing. That old saying is because it's to protect you, protect your magic, protect what it is that you're manifesting. If you tell everybody what you're doing, then people know what to attack. So it's like a relationship. People will be like, oh, well, I'm not telling nobody I'm in a relationship, until I know that it's going to be permanent. Stop telling people that you're doing spell work or you're doing protection work until you know it's done. So that you could be protected and not be out here looking crazy, getting yourself, hurt up in the process. Letting people know what they need to throw at and stuff like that. It's not to say, oh, you got to be quiet, you got to practice in silence. Our ancestors don't want that for us. However, there's certain things that you need to keep quiet, certain ways that you need to move in this spiritual community. Okay. And it needs to be done in a way where, where it's discreet. I teach, psychic medium development. I teach tarot. I teach certain things and certain manifestation techniques, but I don't teach people what I do to protect myself, what I do to manifest certain stuff. That's up to them to do the research and learn. Yes, you can learn from certain people, but get you a mentor. Stop thinking you should get shit for free, especially spiritual work. You should not. Okay? You should not. You should definitely not think that you're going to get all the meat and potatoes of hoodoo, root work, spiritual work, voodoo, santeria, whatever it is. That's not going to be free. It is supposed to be an even exchange, so it isn't a robbery. Okay? But spirit needs you to be quiet while you're manifesting what it is that you want. You're not protected if you're out here putting videos of what you do to protect yourself. You're not protected if you're putting videos on how you're manifesting your business growth. There are people that want to see you fail, and it's not for any other reason other than the fact that they're evil as fuck. Be careful. So when people say, oh, don't be quiet, don't say this, don't say that, it's not to say, oh, you got to go into hiding and not let nobody know you're a witch or a root worker or a healer. You're welcome, Melly. So it's not that you got to be like in silence while you're practicing, but you have to be discreet about certain things. You need to make sure that you're protected. You need to make sure that your magic is protected. Your loved ones are protected. You need to make sure that your energy is not being siphoned from somebody that's low vibrational, that don't want to see you win, because they don't need a reason. They don't need to know you. You don't have to have done anything to some people, okay, to have them try to intentionally do something to harm you. And sometimes it's just target practice. Honestly, and as messed up as it is, it's like target practice. And this is a very wide, vast place. A lot of our videos are recorded. You can download the root work that you're doing. So now this person could turn around if they don't like you and they got a fake page, they could turn around and use your likeness to do things, like telling people too much about your chart. All of that stuff is putting yourself at risk. It's not people hating or feeling like you're not spiritual or you're not gifted by telling you this is the old way of conjure. This is the old way of root work. This is the old way of people who are voodoo priestesses and things like that. Be quiet until what it is that you're manifesting materializes. If you are running your mouth so much about it, people get to put their energy on it. Spells are done way more easy than people give it credit for. If somebody just thinks negative on something that you're trying to manifest, it could stop it from happening. This is why the elders or people that are older and old school conjurers are quiet. This is why your grandmother didn't tell you that she was a conjurer, or your root worker or your teacher. Make sure you do that. Because at this time, hi, Infinite Juju. Hi. So that's why it's important for you to be quiet in your manifestations, to not tell people how you do everything. You could teach them a protection ritual. I taught people protection rituals. I'm not teaching you the one that I do because that's for me. Now, if you want to learn or be more intricate, absolutely do your research. We all did. We all had to come up and learn this thing because our ancestors might not have necessarily felt safe enough or things like that to teach us out loud because they were being killed. Their tongues were being cut out, all kinds of shit. So yeah, be quiet. Stop posting these damn cleansing spells, these unhexing spells or these hex spells or these sex magic and all of that on there and then think you're going to be protected. And then you wonder why you're sick. You wonder why your business not flourishing. People in their thoughts can spell your ass quicker than anybody that says anything. All of this manifestation starts in the mind. They don't even have to say what they're thinking out of their mouth. When you are manifesting a business, you're manifesting healing, you're manifesting financial work or whatever, your relationship to flourish again and stuff like that. Then you need to be quiet until it's done. Yes. Infinite Juju said they can use the same work on you that you use on yourself. Exactly. People out here really trying to snatch people's souls, literally trying to take their energy because they are dark and nobody wants to be bothered with them and their negative ass energy. So they can actually take yours. People have to understand. People, you learning from everybody, but what is this person really, what is their motives for teaching you something for free? They're getting something back. What are you giving for payments by going and doing what it is that they're doing? Doing these group rituals and shit. What are you gaining? What are you doing for this person? There's nothing in this earth that you're not paying for. What are you going to pay for with? What are you paying for it with? Our ancestors did what they did for a reason. They were quiet for a reason. That's the only way that you're going to be able to effectively manifest. Yes, be proud that you're a root worker. Be proud that you're a hoodoo. These are things our ancestors could not do. Be proud of that. Yes, Infinite Juju, they can try to take your gifts or your blessings. Let me tell you, I've been through a lot of things in these past 5 years, and Spirit has protected me from a lot of shit. People will definitely try to siphon your energy. You got to be careful and discerning in who you learn from, who you get readings from, who you get work done from, who you let teach you work. Be careful because you don't understand. I sell intention oils. I have 11 intention oils. 11. And I spell it individually for each person because they trust me. My customers don't come to me one time and that's it. People could actually spell you to keep coming to them and buying shit too. I don't even have to do that because my work speaks for itself and the energy that I carry speaks for itself. Not everybody is positive like that though. Yes, Infinite Juju saying you are paying with your energy and you're letting them in your personal space spiritually speaking. That is what is going on. When you are going and learning from, allowing people to tap into your energy and read you, allowing people to give you things, spiritually speaking, or gift you things and all of that, like you're doing the most. You got to be very discerning and very careful Thank you, Infinite Juju. Hey, Diamond Girl. Hey, Anaya. She said, oh, Auntie TT, period. We in the building. I'm so happy to see you here on this platform. But I was just telling them what I've taught you and other people is that you got to be quiet. You know, you got to be quiet when it's concerning spiritual things. Teach, but do it to a certain extent. When you get information, when you learn information, it is for you to then give to other people. But don't enable people to become dependent on you by teaching them what they feel like is everything, because you want them to go and learn what it is that they need to learn for them. Okay? You have to allow them the opportunity to grow spiritually and learn spiritually on their own as well. Study to show thyself approved. Infinite Juju said you have to pay some type of way. Nothing is free, even spiritually. Nothing is free. Nothing is free. And some things, you know, a lot of times people don't allow things to be sacred in a situation. Not to say you got to be quiet. Like I'm definitely out there as a root worker, a teacher, a healer. You know, I'm a Kundalini Reiki master. Like all of those things. But I don't practice it for, I don't do Kundalini certifications for anybody at this moment. I don't hi Toya. I don't do root work for everybody. I do consults first. I'm not going to be on here telling you how I do anything or how. No, we're not doing that. Because, and I'm damn sure not going to put my work online, let y'all see it just to get some business. If your spirit says come to me, come to me. I have a website. I post it everywhere. Go to my website and look at my stuff. I got hundreds of reviews on my page and I still haven't even added all of them. Okay. My students are flourishing when they go to my psychic medium development course. My tarot students are readers now and things like that. Like, it is more to this than getting on here and showing the fuck out. Because you telling people what you know is not going to make you any more powerful. It really ain't. You're as powerful as you are. Period. Now, it will put you at a space where you're susceptible to people coming in and trying it. If somebody know that you're new to this, or they know they could see spiritually, because sometimes I can see when somebody is at their full potential as far as power is concerned. I can see if somebody is not as confident and things like that. But I'm not a bad person, so I don't use that to harm the person. Not everybody does that. Everybody isn't so fortunate as to, if people see their gifts and see what it is that they do. Like, and a lot of these people that you get these readings from, like, yeah, if you feel led to that person, fine. But do not be out here like, okay, yeah, read me, read me, read me. Y'all don't know y'all allowing people to tap into your energy. When I read somebody, that's why you listen. I have recorded readings and I would not post it because that's their personal business. When I read people, I'm dragging you. I'm reading you for filth, right? And I don't need, now I might do a clip, but it'd be like 2 sentences or something, or 2 words. But I will not be posting it so everybody can see me reading that person's energy. That's why I haven't come on here yet. And if I do a reading where it's like on live, it's going to be general. And then I'm going to give you the opportunity to go and book privately with me, because that's ridiculous. People have situations and things that they are going through and healing that needs to happen. And you're responsible for that. And you're responsible for your own energy. And when you're a reader or a healer like myself, we're responsible for the level of protection that we don't afford the people that we read with. Like, whenever I teach any class, I cover my class. I cover my class. Because they are not in the space where they know, okay, you got to protect yourself when you're reading people. You got to protect yourself when you're speaking. Before I come on any live, I'm protected. You know, you understand? This stuff y'all don't understand the nature of the spirituality. People are just so happy to be able to try to tap into that. So happy to be able to be okay with that, with the fact that they have a gift, that they out here giving it to people all willy-nilly, like a pair of drawers at a damn Luke concert. No. Be sacred with it. Realize you got to cultivate it. You got to sit with your gifts. You got to learn to strengthen them. You got to learn your spirit team. Okay, your ancestors. You got to get into that type of vibe before you put yourself out there. As it stands now, with me, I've done so much of that if somebody try to throw at me during a live or a reading or whatever, my ancestors and my spirit team, my spirit guide's gonna alert me, honey, immediately. And I ain't gonna say nothing. Oh, somebody try to throw for what? What are you talking for? Why are you talking? Don't talk when you gotta do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Your ancestors was not sitting there like, don't be coming for me because I'ma do this and I know you try to throw at me. And now they know that when you throw it back, they gotta throw it back at you because you are putting yourself in that position. So this is the reason why a lot of elders, a lot of old school people, and then people like I'm seeing people comment like, "Oh, she not even spiritual." You don't know who's what. You don't know who's what. I know psychic medium pastors that do readings. I know root workers that you wouldn't even think that they do root work. You wouldn't even know where the fuck their money came from, but they got layered jets and fucking Louis Vuitton suitcases, and Louis Vuitton is inviting them on their yacht and everything. But you don't think that that person is spiritual because you don't know them in these streets because they not boisterous and stuff like that. But they powerful as fuck. You don't know who it is. Our ancestors, most of our grandmothers was hoodoo. They did root work. But they be at church every Sunday with that big ass hat on, humming and praising the Lord, okay? But we'll put something on that ass. And I know my grandmother was one of them. They the strongest root workers ever. And you'll be in church and will argue somebody down if they said your grandma was a root worker. No, she not. What the fuck is you talking about? Yeah, that's the point. You're not ever supposed to let your right hand know what your left hand is doing. Never. So yeah, you're not supposed to look at a root worker or a healer or a voodoo priestess or nothing like that and look at them and immediately see that that's what they do. Because you're more protected when motherfuckers don't know you than you are when everybody know you. I tell people all the time, I'm not about that popularity and all of that. For what? My job, my assignment this lifetime is to teach people, to be there for people, to read people, to give them enlightenment, to let them know that there's no such thing as death. You only transition. Those things are what I'm here for. Not to be over here and be the world renowned. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, so y'all could be throwing at me every 5 minutes because you don't like how big I've gotten. When it's time for me to be there, of course, yes, my spirit team is going to make sure I'm nice and covered because I'm very protected. However, that's not my driving force. A lot of people are money driven and they will get in your inbox and say, spirit told me. And please, if somebody get in your inbox and said the ancestors told me or spirit told me that you need to do this and you need to get a reading from me and you need to get paid to get some root work, say no, block their ass immediately. Okay? Block them immediately. They are trying to scam you. And they're not going to stop. And they will put a hex on your ass so you can keep paying them. So, be careful out here. These spiritual streets ain't nothing to be fucked with. I know a lot of us came from religion. And religion is based off of fear. And I'm not trying to make y'all afraid of spirituality. However, I'm trying to make you aware. People are innately jealous, evil. They might not. You have to be careful. What your spirit is leading you to, you go to the reader or the root worker that you feel in your spirit you're supposed to go to. Don't let nobody tell you that they is them. No, it's not. They ain't tell you that because if they ain't tell me, tell them I said tell me. If that's what I'm supposed to get from you, tell them I said to tell me. And block them. Because don't nobody got time for that. It's a very, very strong time, spiritually speaking, for everybody. Okay? For everybody. And so a lot of people who have melanin in their skin are being awakened. Our ancestors want us to be safe. They want us to be safe, so they want us to be careful with what we share. Yes, you can tell people you're spiritual. Yes, you can tell people you're a reader. Yes, you can tell people you do root work. Yes, you can teach a simple protection spell. Yes, you can teach a simple, but anything else that you're doing for yourself, don't teach that. Let that be private between you and your spirits. Because there's people that's watching that don't want spiritual people or people that are melanated to wake the fuck up. And I know it sounds like a conspiracy theory, but it's facts, okay? They are gathering information in case they gotta pull up another witch hunt. And people just handing them the information. They've been using our magic against us in the pyramids. Why you think they keep going and messing with Kemet? Why they keep going messing with ancient Egyptian tombs and shit and unleashing curses upon us? You think that they just go in there, get the mummy, and leave? No, they reading all the hieroglyphics, fucking decoding them, finding out the spells, finding out the stories, finding out how you can do certain things and curse people for life. Like, they finding that shit out because they don't want us to be in the space that we are at spiritually now, but they can't do shit about it. That don't mean they won't try. Please be careful. These people out here, like, cut it out. And to the people who are of Caucasian descent, stop fucking with these African religions, spiritual practices, because they don't like you. They do not like you, and you're going to get yourself hurt out here. And I like, for real, I'm not, listen, we are all mixed with something, honey. Something. I'm just letting you know that if you don't have no African blood in your system, stay away from that. Go be a green witch some damn where. Wicca. Okay? Y'all got your own spiritual practice. Celtic magic. All of that. Have fun. But leave our ancestors alone because they are tired and they are they're not playing out here. Everybody cannot do hoodoo. Everybody cannot do, voodoo. Certain voodoo. Certain things that you just cannot do. And it's okay. Everybody want to be a part of something and don't even think about what the fuck they doing to themselves. You fuck around and curse your whole family trying to do something that ain't even got nothing to do with you, that you're not even allowed to do. Why would you think our ancestors would be okay with you doing our magic? I don't get it. But anyway, that's all I had to say. Because people are like, oh, she's not even spiritual. You don't know that lady probably a heavyweight out this piece. Probably got roots all behind. She in like what looks like a liquor store. A lot of times they would have places where they did root work and readings behind a store or inside of the office of the store. So you never know what's over there, honey. You don't need, that lady could be somewhere sacrificing animals and y'all over there like, she's not spiritual enough. Go sit down. Your pastor ain't pastor enough either. But y'all still listen to him every Sunday, even though he's screwing 75% of the congregation and his wife. But anyway, let me get over here before it be a problem. Y'all have a good day. I gotta go get ready for some readings. Love y'all. Peace.